So we needed you. We absolutely, and it is a team effort. There's no way that our business would be at this point right now if it wasn't for you and what you specifically did for our company. I do believe that had we gone with somebody else, we wouldn't have gotten the results that we did. And then just the whole process working with you. You're so kind, you're so honest, you're committed, you're reliable, you're...
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dan from Sacktown Video, and I'm here with Amanda from Reliable Landscaping and Design. I'm actually going to read some numbers out, and then we'll just talk a little bit about them.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. First things first, while working together, we generated 105 leads, 102,000 impressions generated. Ad spend was around $4,000, and the cost per lead was $42. In terms of revenue and ROI results, we have confirmed $116,000, 116,000K. So that is 2,783% return on ad spend. And what that ultimately means is that for every $1 that we've put in, there's been $28.83 back. In terms of business impact, there's been a little bit of scaling that's required. I think 3 people, 2 designers and 1 tech person too,
yes,
to help you.
Absolutely.
So you guys hired some additional help. Amanda, tell me a little bit about how you were generating leads and how business was going before working with Sacktown Video.
Goodness, we were posting on Yelp, we were posting on Google, we have yard signs, we have trucks, we were looking into billboards. Now we're at this point where we've cut back on the Yelp. We actually don't even really need the Yelp right now. Most of our leads that we're generating and are coming in right now are either coming from word of mouth or personal reviews or from you. Our business blew up. Within a few months, we went from being busy slammed to insanely slammed and over the top. The amount of calls that were coming in and the amount of leads that we were scheduling were more than the current workflow that we had could take.
Talk about the experience working with Sacktown Video and working specifically with me. How was that experience?
You made it so fun. Even just the guidance that you gave me ahead of time, as far as drink a bunch of coffee, be over the top, be extra. That's what they need. It was perfect, and it's not. And honestly, it wasn't me. If it were me, or I think if I even had hired anyone else, those videos would not have turned out the way that they did. And it was you guiding us and walking us through it and making it a fun experience. And then even back to the clients, where we are getting the calls and they're like, oh my gosh, I saw your ad and I was able to connect to it so much. Nice. When I heard you say, people don't call back or they don't send estimates or they're just not reliable, that stuck out to me, and I needed something different than that. The other thing too is that it was the communication. Every week we were getting a call from you, hey, how are you guys doing? I want to check in with you. Do we need to slow the leads down at all? Are you guys doing okay? That was amazing. Just to have somebody that I wasn't having to constantly check in with and make sure that you were doing your job, that you were helping us out and you were making sure that we were okay and that we were on top of everything.
What would you say to someone who is sort of in this industry, or maybe in a home service industry? They've spoken to me, or maybe they're watching this video and maybe they're on the fence, right? And they're not sure whether they should work with me. What would you tell them?
You know what? I am going to say something so honest right now. My husband found you, and he's a dork. And so sometimes when he comes to me with things, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we doing now? And so whatever it was, it hooked him, and it got his attention to you. And then I started looking at your things, and I was like, you know what? Do we need this? Do we really need to spend this kind of money to do this? And I really was kind of against it at first. So it was his idea. He ran with it, and honestly, it was one of the best decisions we've made. We don't have to post on Yelp anymore. We don't have to do all these other things. We literally could just be posting on Facebook and Instagram, and that's where the turn of technology is they're not in magazines. Nobody's looking at their mail. But what is everybody doing? Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on Instagram. Facebook and Instagram have all the perfect algorithm to make sure that it is reaching our clients. We're just really blown away by how successful it was. We really weren't expecting to get that big of a return rate from Facebook and Instagram or from these kinds of ads, but it was a game changer. But it did force us to have to start taking more steps into growing our business, because the business was growing and every other part of the business needed to grow with it. I could say so many things about the experience that we had with you, and I would do it over 1,000,000 times again with you.
Thank you. All right, well, thanks again.
Thank you so
again.
much.
Thank you. Bye, that's it. And again, reach out to me if you have any questions, and then we'll see if we can help you. All right, bye.
Thank you.